good old Fleetwood Terry, about a 34-footer, just came on trade here at HaylettRV of Coldwater, Michigan. Pretty much park kept as far as we know. It's only had about 2 owners. The original owner actually brought it here for service work. I believe if I trace back far enough, I could find that this thing actually was originally a HaylettRV piece here. So it's kind of funny how, you know, things come back around. Local campgrounds, I don't believe this thing's ever really been towed much. You know, the chassis and the walls obviously show they haven't been real stressed. Older RV, you can kind of, I don't know, for lack of a better phrase, read the walls, so to speak, to see if it's really been twisted and torqued down the road, and I don't see that here. Now, you can't really tell by looking at this video, but it is a little chilly right now. At the time of this filming, this RV is winterized and protected. That's part of the reason you see the little bag sticking out the side here. Don't have a heart attack. That's just a good critter prevention method is what that is. Though it did kind of draw my eyes the fact that this does have the larger water heaters, does have that bigger, like 10-gallon water heater. So, you know, good for, you know, park use exactly like it was used, because it has the greater recharge capacity. Generator prepped, though I don't see it's ever had a generator. That does, however, just mean that if you choose to add one, you could have some, you know, good, say, like power outage protection, so to speak. All in all, she looks pretty good. When it first came in, we ran it through a vehicle inspection just to kind of verify everything's in good working order. By and large, she was pretty good. Had a couple little things here and there that, you know, I mean, any used RV or vehicle or whatever over time is going to accumulate a couple things it needs. We took care of the important stuff. At this point, if you see something that I guess could be considered a defect, it is just, you know, cosmetic and subjective at this point. Where, you know, who's this RV going to be for? What do I see this being good for? Personally, I look at this thing and I say it needs to go right back where it was at. It was being used for its optimal purpose, and that is a park type trailer. If you've got like a place where you don't want to build a cabin, or you just have a little lake property or something and they let you throw a trailer up, I think this is an awesome little solution to that. Or, you know, if you're going to be park camping, that's the way to go too. Lots of little baggage compartments. You see how they had dropped that frame right there to really extend the storage down quite a bit. She's been stored outside, but that is actually something Fleetwood was good about, is they knew their RVs were going to be stored outside. So there is a little fading here, but you can see that the decals are not just absolutely toast. They're definitely faded, but they're not shredded wheat, you know. This thing has held up. It has done its job very, very well. We were a Fleetwood dealer for many, many years, and, you know, they really did at a time build one heck of a coach, and this is definitely built during that good period. Now, we've got double opposing super slides here, which is what gives us this just giant living room, because this is where you're going to spend most of your time. You know, naturally central air, central heat. I'm not going to waste a bunch of time talking about that. I do like the ceiling fan up here, though, this residential style ceiling fan, to give us some really good airflow. Especially you want to open those windows and let all that light and airflow in, you can do that. Now, all the windows have dual section day and night shades, which is nice, so that you can get privacy or light or any combination thereof, whatever you're looking for. Something else I kind of keyed into as I walk through here. Today's Dinettes, they tend to be made for real small folks. I'm right on the edge of being able to really comfortably fit into a modern dinette, and I really looked at this and realized this is longer. There's more space, more real estate taken up for this dinette here. That means a bigger table and more room for the chairs, and I think that's a really important thing to look at and to distinguish from a lot of RVs. And a full-size hide-a-bed over here. So this actually has an extended super slide from what you tend to see in today's market. That's part of the reason this comes in about 11,000 pounds. So plan your vehicle accordingly, or let us deliver it for you. We also have truck and trailer package deals, so it doesn't matter what you're looking for, we got you here. Hide-a-bed for the grandkids or guests. Grandkids, you know, they're going to sleep on anything. Grandkids will sleep right here on the floor if you throw a pillow down there, and they don't care. Guests, they'll want to sleep on the hide-a-bed, but you don't want them too comfortable so they don't stay too long, you know what I'm saying? Big windows in the back. I've got all the shades drawn currently because the light was billowing right in and I couldn't get any good footage on the camera, so I had to pull those shut. You see kind of the little mismatched chair action going on here. Again, this thing has been a park trailer. The folks spent a lot of time in it. It was kind of like a vacation summer home. So they wore the original chairs out and they had to do some updating. So they each got what was comfortable to them. You're always welcome to do the same, obviously. As far as I can tell, all the window treatments are in pretty good shape too, which is something I look for in RVs to kind of get a bead on how hard or soft they've been utilized. Very traditional side entertainment center, and this is funny. In today's market, this floor plan is actually coming back into popularity. It's funny, that cyclical nature of things. Although in today's market, you have the sofa on the rear wall and the recliners or a theater seat here, but the side entertainment center has once again become the dominant force in big fifth wheels. There's a lot of good benefits to it too, because they have to, you know, utilize the entire slide depth. It means you get lots of really good cabinet space. That is probably the best benefit of a side entertainment center, other than the fact that it's ergonomically more functional, so you don't have neck cramps when you're sitting in it. But you got all this good cabinet storage space going on right here, right just in this entertainment center alone. Though I might update the old boombox style stereo there, but at the time, man, that was the thing. That's RCA, buddy. That was fancy stuff. So kitchen here, it's deceptively good. You look at it and it's very flat, plain, and you're like, well, there's not a lot of kitchen going on here. But if you start coming over and you start looking at the square foot of countertop space, you start looking at the double giant bowl sink, the big sink instead of one big and one small, you start realizing how large these overhead cabinets are. This is a very good kitchen. And what's nice though is it's just not in your face. It's not in the way. Islands have become a very popular thing in today's market. If you really want an island, they make portable roll-away islands, guys. You can always get an island to throw it in here. I'm sure there's an IKEA somewhere that has some sort of solution for that. And a bigger fridge. This is a, what is that, an 8? Looks about like an 8 cubic foot, maybe a 8 or a 10. But at the time this was built, that was the larger fridge. You know, you gotta look through this thing with the lens of time. This does have a, if you pay attention real quick, you've got an extra step to the upper deck. You've actually got a 3-deck floor plan here, very classic design. So you got living deck, bath deck, bed deck. But what is neat is this does have a private bedroom, or bathroom, pardon me, as opposed to a split open bathroom. One thing I do want to mention is that is a brand new mattress. That is a true 60 by 80 queen bed. Folks who bought their new camper and traded this in, they purchased a Coachman Freedom Express front entertainment big park type trailer, basically. They just wanted to update their park trailer is what it was. Well, they had a very nice bed in this RV when they were using it, and they wanted to keep their mattress. So we just swapped them out, and then what that means is you guys have a new in the bag mattress here. I mean, this thing's literally still in the plastic, never ever used. So that's a nice part. A lot of people will ask us, what's a mattress like in that used RV? And personally, I'd throw the thing out and burn it because I don't know who slept on it. But now I don't have that problem right here. Also, this middle bathroom deck, it is washer dryer prepped. This was the you know, the one of the big daddies of the Terry line right here. So it has some of those nicer full-time living park type features, though obviously they've never put a washer dryer in here, just like they never put a generator in it. This little room right here is a room I've learned to kind of look at to sort of get an idea for how people used an RV, and that sounds strange, but people tend to neglect that a small little bathroom like that. And I don't see that here. I don't see where there was a neglect of maintenance. I don't see where this thing was ever, you know, rode hard and put away wet like a horse or nothing like that. This is a fine RV. It's a couple years old, but you know what that means? It means it's also a couple years cheaper. So that's not always a bad thing either. So whether it's hitching, pieces, parts, financing, trades, or whatever, we got it. And this is a nice little coach. You know, if you're looking to do some towing, or if you are looking to do some park type living, this is a solid little piece right here. A lot better than I would have thought. When I looked on the paper and I saw we had an old Terry coming in, I was going, oh, great. What are we getting into? This is nice. This is a pleasant surprise. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.